City.
Stay on here for the open.
Monday Night Football countdown to kickoff show.
No, I'm just going to do the open here so I can let everybody know what we're giving away tonight.
ESPN and the mobile app.
Mr. Monday
Tired of the wires,
Live
Mike.
from the landmark Americana.
Your club it is.
We got Peterson here talking about these guys.
NFL insider Josh
My audio,
and
okay?
Colin Thompson, presented by
You want the wireless show?
Domino's and fueled by the IB
Yeah, I would say your mic is
local
a little hot. Maybe turn it down a little bit.
countdown to kickoff.
Let's play some damn football.
With Mr. Monday Night, Tony Bruno, and Eitan Shander.
Sitting here today, you kind of go, all right, maybe you should have, you're second guessing now, and we can't. We're in a business where we gotta play, and we gotta play with the guys that are in uniform. And again, he busted his tail to put himself in a position to help us yesterday, and again, he just felt that discomfort, so we kept him out. That's where we are.
Where we are, what it is what it is. It's some people say, you know where we are. You are looking live. It is Monday night, and we are live back here at the landmark Americana, where we are every Monday night, bringing you the thrill, the color, the pageantry, the electricity that is Deshaun Jackson's groin. Is it his groin? Is it his
abdomen?
Is it his abdomen? Is it his? Is it a
Core muscle injury.
It's a core muscle injury, and now the Eagles' season. The Eagles have been screwed, ladies and gentlemen, and screwed heavily because they didn't go out and make a move before the trade deadline for another receiver, thinking that Deshaun Jackson was coming back. Doug Peterson today says, well, we thought he was ready. He went out for a couple of plays, and now he's hurt again, and all of a sudden he's having the surgery now. Will be out 6 weeks. So basically, Deshaun Jackson is shot for the rest of the season.
I would think so. I don't think he's going to come back this season. It's 6 weeks minimum, as I understand, and obviously the timing there. If you were to make the playoffs, potentially he could come back. But remember, at that stage, you're probably playing pretty good football, and you probably have a different plan. This team's going to move to being a 12 personnel, 2 tight end team, which Colin Thompson will love.
Which it should have been since day one, because that's their best group of players when Deshaun Jackson's hurt.
I don't disagree with that when Deshaun is hurt, but that's the key part.
But even when he's healthy, you could see the argument that it's the 2 tight ends and Deshaun over Alshon.
Well, now I think you could say that. Beginning of the season, I don't know necessarily if you could say that. Alshon was a pretty proven player, but he's having his worst year as a professional. He might have had his worst game as a professional yesterday with the 3 drops.
But unfortunately, though, he had that big one on that last drive
when he got
when
hurt.
he had to make it, and he got hurt on that play and went to the medical tent.
Yeah.
No, I think they found their identity. It starts where I always say, run the ball, stop the run, and get the ball to Zach Ertz. Well, really, it's now get the ball to the tight ends in general. They run the offense through them when they need a big play. The O-line, where the investment is, 4 sacks yesterday, 0 to Khalil Mack. He had pressures. He got there. But to me, the pressure wasn't overwhelming.
No.
The Eagles overwhelmed them. 78 total plays for the Eagles, 42 for the Bears. Jordan Howard, which, a part of me, I feel a little bit of Jordan. I know he loved the Bears. I love playing for the Bears. He gets cut. He played great against the Eagles. I was kind of happy for Jordan he played great against the Bears. I was happy for Jordan that he stuck it to them. I think Jordan is a guy that you look to maybe sign to a 2-year deal at somewhat of a minimum.
I agree. I mean, I think the pressure's on the Eagles now. Miles Sanders is not Jordan Howard. And so you can't just let Jordan, you can't do a one-and-done, dump him, get rid of him, because who else do you have?
And I don't think you go off the street and say, we're going to go get it with Garrett Blunt. He's not a bruiser. I mean, he's a bruiser, but he's a consistent back. He knows how to run the holes. He's a veteran running back. And again, yesterday, some of these holes were huge.
Yeah,
yes, they were.
And against that run defense, so I think they found their formula with the tight ends, with Jordan Howard, the offensive line, and top tacklers yesterday, John McMullen. 1 out of the top 7 was a corner. The rest were all in the front 7.
Well, that's about Mitchell Trubisky.
But still, though, it's good to see the trend. It is what it is. You control who you play. That's
why I said this was a nice soft spot in the schedule for the Eagles from a quarterback standpoint.
Same with the Bills.
From Josh Allen to Mitchell Trubisky,
The
back-to-back weeks. Obviously, it gets more difficult after the bye when you have Tom Brady, Russell Wilson. Completely different look, but it gives you some confidence. It gives that secondary, which had been much embattled, gives them some confidence going into tougher tests. So I think it's good, but I also think you have to be realistic and say, look, I joked at the game yesterday, the scariest thing I saw this Halloween season was Mitchell Trubisky's footwork.
Oh, he was so scared, not confident at all. I wrote that down. The Mitch I knew last year, at least he would step in, and they got his footwork right. I know when the John Fox era was there, but the same quarterback, Coach Ragone, they brought back, and Nagy's a quarterback whisperer, and he's going to come in the second year, the feet are going to be better. Because Mitch has, he could throw it. You saw on the deep ball, he could throw it, he could flick it down there. It's not like it's some guy with a vastly weak arm.
No.
He could throw it. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
But to me, the question is, why aren't they put him in an advantageous situation for third down? Because it's always third and 10 for the Bears. And really, first down, they can't do anything.
The thing is, the Eagles once again stopped the running game. I mean, David Montgomery did virtually nothing against this team.
And they made some questionable. No, you're right. Sorry, Tony. And they made some questionable things too. I thought Nagy, who's a brilliant offensive mind and a guy I enjoyed playing for, on the goal line there, you're going to put Tree Cohen in the run ball, not Montgomery, or you're not going to do an RPO with Trubisky and let him run. I just question.
Well, you know where Matt and Doug come from. They have those issues at certain times. It just seems like they have this mentality of they want this shifty back in the backfield. They always want this explosion.
Sean McCoy.
We've talked about it a lot when we talked about why wasn't Jordan Howard playing early in the season. Everybody's trying to hit a home run. I always say occasionally take the single, let somebody else hit the home run. And that's what I love about Jordan Howard. He gets hit at 2 yards, everybody gets up, and you're at 5 yards. I mean, he's always going forward.
Is it safe to say? I don't see the best thing because they're struggling with the receiver position, but now that Deshaun's hurt and the weather last week in Buffalo and the type of team that the Bears are defensively, it's forced Doug into doing things that he's not used to, and it's probably a benefit of Carson Wentz for the health and longevity of his career and where the team's design, which is in the front seven defensively and in the offensive line tight end wise, I think it's forced them to be great.
All right, we got out of the gate running. I mean, we didn't even set up the show. I didn't even introduce everybody. That's how much we had to get into the Deshaun Jackson and the whole Eagles thing. And again, the Eagles win, but a lot of people are unhappy. That's what's great about Philadelphia. Even when they win a game, people are going crazy.
Good. They found their identity, which I'm happy about. Fans should be too.
Well, let's set up tonight's big program here live in Landmark Americana. The great Joe Krause. We had a monster show yesterday. That Toll Man show. How incredible was that turnout? People got on the bus. They got to get to go to the game, see a great game on a beautiful day.
We were managing the details on the trip to the bus right to the very end of the game as the Phillies finest, the Philadelphia Police, redirected the shuttle. So we were in a mad scramble to text all of the people on the shuttle to the new bus location. So from 3:45 to 4:15, we were banging out. But everybody made it on the bus. Everybody made it back to Toll Man Joe's and rolled into the night on a Sunday night. So very good stuff by all yesterday.
And of course, Joe Krause always has the greatest promotions and giveaways. And here in Landmark, we have a continuation of our next big promotion. Well, we're going to do stuff before December 15th because it's only November 4th. The next big road trip, which will be a first time ever, we're going to be doing a live broadcast on the bus heading down to Washington, D.C. on Colin Thompson's birthday on December 15th. Is that really your birthday? It is. On December 15th, we will be heading to Washington. We're taking a bunch of people with us, Joe.
Tom, I can already tell you that this is the hottest ticket in town as I'm getting requests from outside of the area to get a seat on the bus. And of course, the answer, it's a standard answer, must be present to win.
Exactly.
I do expect at some point that tickets for that bus are going to end up on the secondary market.
Absolutely. They're going to end up on eBay. They're going to end up on
StubHub.
They're going to no free ads. On RedTube, on all these other sites. It's going to be everywhere. What is that? Every site. It's on browsers, I think, too. Anywhere you can get it. No. Just a little bit of fun here. Josh back in the studio tonight, having fun, I think. No, you're right to the Eagles. Let's get it back to the. Thank you very much.
So one last thing before I jump off the microphone. Tonight we're going to we're going to give away 2 qualifiers tonight prior to the December 5th hotel account, no Fleabag Hotel in Miami. Trust me.
That's December 1st. That's Miami. And a lot of fans booked that flight as soon as they found out when the game's going to be to head to Miami on December 1st. Many people head to Miami. Most people that are old like me, they're going to Miami for the winter anyway or somewhere warm. They're getting the hell out of here.
Are you going to go and stay down there? We're going to lose you.
I may stay down there for the rest of the winter. So December 1st, I'll come back for the Washington game. I don't really care about the Giants game on the 9th. And then Dallas here, I may have to come back for that. So I may have to, I'm going to be very, very mobile in December.
When the Eagles make the playoffs, this countdown kickoff show continues.
The countdown to kickoff show rolls until the season concludes.
Take media production.
Even if I'll be in Miami anyway because they go to the Super Bowl every year. But if the Eagles make the Super Bowl somehow, the show will be live on Radio Row once again. As you know, I am the king of Radio Row. 30 consecutive Super Bowls. No one else in radio history has had that many consecutive appearances at a Super Bowl event.
Mike Hill's going down too, I believe.
And here's one thing,
Going down? Yeah,
I can say, Tony. If the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl, the Sport Bash will have 2 tickets to give away.
No.
We gave away 2 when they went to Minnesota. We'll give away 2 if they're in Miami this year.
Beautiful, man. Where are you going to get this kind of quality stuff? Nowhere. I mean, nowhere. Mr. Monday Night will release the pick tonight, and it's a game that a lot of us will be watching. It's a game that I really don't want to pick, but I have to because I'm contractually obligated. And we'll have that pick for you tonight, right here. Dallas and the Giants. You want to talk about a lot of people yelling at TV sets tonight. Monday night's games have sucked. Tonight, everybody's going to be watching.
Be a Giants fan.
You got to be a Giants fan if you're in Philly. But Mr. Monday Night doesn't play that. He hates the Cowboys more than the sun, the heat of the sun itself. The hatred is that deep. You can't use that. You can't get into consideration when you're making a Monday Night pick. You got to be fair and balanced. We'll have that pick. Much more coming up. We're live on 97.3 ESPN and on Twitch.tv. BrunoNation live from Landmark Americana in Glassboro, New Jersey, baby.
Hour number 1 of the Monday Night Football Countdown Kickoff Show is fueled by
I have it at 7.
after the Eagles
Did it go down again?
win with Duncan.
Yeah, it's 6.5.
I'm going to take. I put 7 on my pick. I don't want to lose on a push, you know, because 7's a bad number. 6.5, I like. They don't need to win by touchdown. If you go 7, then you got to win by 8. The Seattle game killed me yesterday. He's taking kicker, misses a field goal, and time runs out. A 40-yarder that would have won the game by 3. And I had Tampa Bay plus 5. Remember? Tampa Bay plus 5. And the stinking Seahawks field goal kicker misses the 40-yarder. No bueno. So they go overtime. What happens? They get the touchdown instead of the field goal, and they kill me with the pick. I needed to see. I didn't care if the Seahawks won. A lot of people lost that one. No, I picked the Seahawks. I picked the right side.
And South Jersey's football home every Eagles game day.
Yeah, water, please.
Americana.
Yes,
You know
yes.
it when you get there, and you'll always
See,
remember
Tampa was the right pick there.
Where?
Plus 5. Because they should have. They had a chance to win the game.
Tampa's a tough bet. They went to LA and won this year. They whooped them in LA. Remember that?
Look at all these picks. I had the Panthers. I didn't. Remember last
The
Thursday?
Packers crushed me.
Oh, tell me about it. I thought like a dope. Look at all the games I had marked down. I had the Ravens. I didn't take them. I had these marked. I had the Raiders and I crossed it out. I had the Panthers. I didn't put it on my picks. I had the
You got to be ready to fire.
I had the Chiefs last Thursday night up there, and I said it on the air Thursday night. You can bet your house on the Kansas City Chiefs that they will not lose their 4th consecutive home game. Now, it was a tough game.
Well,
but Matt Moore,
Minnesota always loses to good teams on the road.
Exactly.
They're like 0-13.
Kansas City's missing their left tackle. They're missing their pass rusher. They're missing their
Doesn't matter.
It's pretty impressive. Like,
no, it is impressive.
Oh,
Matt Moore did a hell of a job, man.
Now, you know, Andy Reid. If Patrick Mahomes stays out for another 2 games, Andy will have a 2nd-round pick for Matt Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Watch.
Matt Moore, he won't go there. He said, what you were saying, they would be able to trade him?
Yes. Andy makes everybody look awesome. And they're
AJ
terrible.
Feely.
They're terrible.
How about that run with Tyreek Hill? And you see how fast he caught up and he escorted his
23 miles an hour?
Yeah. Damian Williams on that play, that was unbelievable. And then that catch that Tyreek Hill made from Matt Moore.
Here's a question. Why isn't Antonio Brown back with the team?
Doesn't he have to wait for the league to clear him?
No, they're not pursuing anything.
No, not necessarily. They're not pursuing anything because nobody has signed them.
Right.
So it's a win-win thing.
Ah.
There's no guarantee. People forget. I mean, I don't think they should suspend him because that opens a Pandora's box. It's a civil suit. It's not a criminal complaint.
Yeah.
But still, it's not like he's going to come in here with no issue.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Thank you, sir. Ronald Jones II, the Bucs' new starting running back, man.
Who's that?
No idea. He had 67 yards yesterday.
Thanks, Nick. You're the man. You're the freaking man. It's Krause's birthday today. We got to come in on the break with a happy birthday song.
Is it his birthday today?
Yeah.
Wentz has a gun. To the near side. Slot to the far side. Howard stays to his left. Wentz. Looking for the football. He fakes. He looks. He steps up. He fires the play. 25-yard touchdown pass. Wentz to Ertz. Oh, yeah. It was a thing of beauty, too. Zach with a nice little push off right at the end.
Yeah, Kyle Fuller.
Open. Big game for Zach Ertz, and they needed him to step up yesterday. And he came up with 9 catches over 100 yards, as big as he here.
11 targets.
And they really needed a big catch on that last drive. But how many
drops.
balls did he drop? Exactly.
I like what they did with Ertz. I give Doug Peterson a ton of credit. I thought they schemed people open yesterday. It wasn't just, hey, we're going to roll out and let guys win one-on-one. I didn't think that other than Zach Ertz, there's a guy that could probably win one-on-one with the players for the Bears. When it comes to skill-wise, they can cover. They're really an elite defense, but I just think the confidence is not there for the Bears because they know no matter what we do, it doesn't matter. But Ertz over the middle, third, fourth down, roll out, quick catch to Alshon. I love what they did there. The tight end throwback to Ertz there on third and short, or I think it was maybe fourth down. But how good is Ertz? Beats Roquan Smith, first-round pick, a guy who runs like a 4-4 linebacker. He gets a little push-off to Kyle Fuller there and scores.
Well, that's the thing. He's such a great route runner. He's just got, and some guys know how to use their body. They know what they can get away with. Other guys are getting OPIs. They're extending their arms. They're not doing it properly. He plays at such a high level. He's at that stage of his career. But, they had some issues in that third quarter. You had the lull. And then that last drive, which was 16 plays, more than 8 minutes, I thought Doug Peterson was brilliant. Remember, he loses Sean Jackson. He loses Alshon Jeffrey. Matt Collins is out there. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Nelson Aguilar, we just talked about.
Philly's favorites.
Yes.
Yeah, just terrible receivers. What does he do? He's got that little swing past Miles Sanders' nose. He's got to come out. Then he's got a rub route to Zach Ertz to convert another third down. Then the biggest of them all, the middle screen to Dallas Goedert on 3rd and 9 to convert and essentially end the game. It was brilliant, and the best part about it is it was in game because they had to adjust from losing the big name receivers.
I thought he did a great job scheming people open. I thought he did a great job saying, who are my best players left? We always talk about it. Matt Collins, he said it, he's the 7th option or whatever, because he is behind the 2 running backs, behind the 2 tight ends, behind Alshon, add to the list. He said, who are my best guys left? And I'm going to use them and really use the other guys as just players on the field, and the rest of them is how can I get Zach Ertz open? Let's use Goddard here. So I like what he did yesterday. I thought it was one of the better games he's called.
And now, of course, there was one call on that. I think was it 4th and 2 in the first half that I thought was a horrible decision. And the thing about Doug Peterson, he can call a great game, but he makes 2 calls that people don't like, and they're like, oh, he's terrible. He needs Mike Rowe. He and Mike Rowe.
That's the red zone world we live in, where people watch other teams say, well, Tom Brady wouldn't make that throw. Well, Tom Brady threw a pick yesterday. Or that's not a good example because they played a tough Ravens game, but that's the red zone world where everyone only sees the good, the highlights, and not the bad, and expects your team, the Eagles, to perform the same way.
And Colin knows this better than anybody. When people judge play calling or they talk about creative play calling, they're not
basic mesh pattern, which everybody runs and they're known for. It's two crossers. Remember whenever they slapped hands a couple years ago and everyone freaked out that this team camaraderie through the roof? We did the same thing in Chicago. Slap hands to get a rub route, helps the quarterback.
Well, the Philly special came from Chicago.
Yep.
And really, it's a part of that tree. They're very play type thing. So, like mesh, it's a basic play in the Andy Reid offense, and everybody you can run it out of any formation. It's guaranteed to work every play if you run it correctly. And there's so many zone read, there's a man read, there's blitz pickup. So every play is designed to succeed. It's usually on offensive line play. Is there a freak defensive end, which I thought they did a great job keeping Khalil Mack.
Absolutely.
He
He was battered, bitter, and broken after that loss, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's criticizing Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey. And then we just talked about Zach Ertz. Jason Kelsey knows every single trick of the trade, and he was doing that. And he got him to jump offside 4 times. Guess what? That's a veteran center. Deal with it.
Exactly.
You don't have to deal with it every week.
You're an all-pro, one of the best players in football, and you're going to complain that a veteran center who's a Pro Bowler as well is finding ways to get you to jump offside?
Because he's trying to take advantage. Khalil is trying to jump and get off as quickly as possible. Typically, against a young center, he can do it. He can get their timing down. They're not going to trick him. He's up against the veteran. You do it once, you know. You say, I realize who I'm playing, and you got to adjust to it. So, to me, that was sour grape. But, hey, Khalil Mack is a monster. Andre Dillard talked about him after the game. He was like, that's a bad man.
Yeah.
And Andre did a tremendous
Yep,
job
absolutely.
as a rookie left tackle. You know, they didn't move Khalil as much as I thought they would. Most of his day was against Leonard Floyd, but they did move him a little bit, and both are really good pass rushers. So you have to give on those Aaron Lynch. Yeah.
I went against him every day. He's a major problem. A guy did really well with the Niners there at the end of the
I remember Aaron Lynch when he was a freshman at Notre Dame. I said, that guy's going to be a first-round pick. And then he transferred.
to USF, I believe.
Yeah,
back home.
But I have breaking news. Folks. Breaking news on the show. First, ladies and gentlemen, it's unbelievable what has just happened to me here. Let me go to the breaking news now. My Twitter account at Tony Bruno Show has been temporarily limited.
Oh, no.
Yes. I have now been basically thrown into
Twitter limbo.
I'm in a Twitter timeout.
Twitter jail.
Yes. I did have a very, very strongly worded tweet about a guy who was a white supremacist who has been caught planning to blow up a synagogue, and my response was, gas him. That's what I wrote as a response to this guy who was arrested for plotting to blow up a synagogue. Now, Twitter then just suspends me for putting gas him, meaning that this guy who was threatening to blow up a synagogue, obviously they're not going to put him in a gas chamber. We don't do that. We don't do electric chair. We don't do anything. We do lethal injection in the few states where we still have capital punishment. So I get suspended for that. There are people on Twitter threatening people's lives. I just make a generic comment and I get suspended. So Jack Dorsey out there on Twitter, you are a Nazi. You are Hitler. You are all the bad things that people call everybody else and just throw words out there. That is an absolute. How am I supposed to stay in contact with all the people who rely on me for information?
So you're rely on you are actually limited physically, and so is your team.
Yes, exactly.
And Alshon will be limited probably moving forward. And Deshaun is not out.
You'll start practicing again at the end of the full participant.
You'll be week to week.
This is what I like. Here's what I violated in the Twitter rules. Abuse and harassment. You may not engage in the targeted harassment of someone or incite people to do so. This induces wishing or hoping that someone experiences physical harm. Can you imagine defending a guy who is arrested and in jail for threatening to blow up a synagogue, a white supremacist dirtbag, and I jokingly say gas him, and I get suspended for targeted harassment? Are you serious right now?
You know the
Are you
world we
serious,
live in,
man?
Tony.
It's a joke. Am I wrong here?
Should we boo him?
Yeah, give Jack a Twitter. Jack Dorsey.
You got to be woke, Tony. You got to be woke.
Right, so it says I can start my countdown. Oh, I have 12 hours now. In 12 hours, I will have full functionality of my account again. So I'll start, but I have to first remove this.
How did you get the Monday night pickup before
The Monday night pick is out. So I did this before. The Monday night pick has been posted. Jack Dorsey, ladies and gentlemen. And Facebook's pretty much the same, but we need them because it's social media.
Jack Bauer, Tony.
Not Jack Bauer, no. Not Jack Bauer. Come on, man. Anyway, can you believe that? Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening to me now? I'm the victim here. It's an outrage. I'm not the criminal. I'm the victim.
We're the Chicago Bears.
I'm Khalil Mack crying about the offensive line movement.
You know the rules.
Jason
You got a veteran woke social media empire.
I'm going to remove my heinous tweet.
You got to play by the rules.
I'll remove it. Somebody probably didn't like that tweet.
Yeah, they told on it.
And then they go and look at that and say, yeah, you know, we really shouldn't be saying bad things about people who are trying to commit mass murder. How dare we? How dare we criticize somebody in this algorithm? I'm sick of goddamn Twitter. You're damn right, Mike Gill. Oh, is that Pete Thompson? That was Harry Mays. Oh, I didn't even recognize Harry's voice. Yeah. This is what I'll say to you. This algorithm. I'm sick of goddamn Twitter. I am too. And by the way, Jack.
How dare you?
How dare you? And you know what I say to you, Jack, at Twitter?
We will never forgive you.
Exactly. Anyway, enough about that. So now my my countdown clock. So I will not be able to tweet now until 6:25 Tuesday morning. So I
already did the math.
So how about 12 hours? It's pretty simple. 6:27. 12 hours. It's 6.
I don't know.
Even with the time change, I'm able to figure out what the time difference is.
It's not simple for you, is it? 12 hours?
It's an outrage. Anyway, let's get back to the Eagles.
Someone once said that, right?
Well, let's get it back to the Eagles. Thank you. So now we got to worry about the Eagles. They have a bye week. So how many people will they bring in today, guys? John, you're there all the time. Colin, you know how this works. You've been on teams. So the Eagles need another receiver. There's no doubt. Deshaun Jackson's probably not going to play another game this year. And if he does, it's not going to be until like maybe 1 or 2 games are left in the season, if that. So what do you do now? I know Jordan Matthews' name was thrown out there, right? Matthews, former Eagles, brought back. 49ers released him. By the way, Dante Mon-Fri, who was released earlier,
Picked up on waivers, but
he was picked up by the Carolina Panthers. Here's a guy who has 4 catches and 5 drops. So why would the Eagles even think about bringing in Dante Mon-Fri?
well, they didn't because Carolina is behind the Eagles on the waiver wire. So the Eagles, if they claimed Dante Moncrief, would have gotten him because they're higher on the waiver wire.
No, I understand it, but everybody passed on Josh Gordon, except the Seattle Seahawks, who snapped him up, who are right now have the best player in football in Russell Wilson. You know, is there anybody better than Russell Wilson right now at that position?
First McCaffrey's.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson single-handedly with a really mediocre offensive line.
I think Christian McCaffrey's great. Love him as a player, but value the position. Russell Wilson, MVP.
Did you see what he did yesterday again? The guy gets sacked, and he's running for his life, but he's still smart enough to make unbelievable throws when he has to.
Best deep ball thrower in the NFL.
Absolutely. And I think he's the smartest, most locked-in player in the NFL at the quarterback position. You can talk about Tom Brady. You can talk about all these other great quarterbacks. You saw Aaron Rodgers get all flummoxed out in San Diego. Probably went out there with hanging out with his boys at Cal.
Did you see the Joey Bosa quote about Aaron Rodgers yesterday?
No, what did he say?
He was talking about how great he was. Then at the very end, he didn't do blue today, though.
Exactly. They shut him down. I mean, you know what happened in that game? I think that the Green Bay Packers saw the Vikings had lost. You know, the Detroit game was on at the same time. And they saw Minnesota lost.
Everybody lost.
Yeah, the entire NFC North lost. And they're looking at the game saying, all right, you know, I don't know if it takes anything away from what they're thinking, but give the Chargers credit. But the Chargers
are really talented.
They are, and they actually played the way you thought the Chargers were going to play earlier in the season, and they embarrassed the Green Bay Packers. Embarrassed, had a ton of fans there.
Everything is. Any team that traveled, when the Eagles went there, all Eagles fans, that is the worst home field advantage.
And the Packer fans were all there waiting to see another win, and they saw a beatdown. When we come back on the other side here, we'll go through all the receivers here. Guys, we're going to do a list. I'll talk about the process of the workouts. John knows them, but I've seen them. I've been in there and seen guys working on the field, and they're all tight ends, and they're all coming for your job. It's an interesting feeling. We'll cover that. That's coming up as we continue. Live here, Landmark Americana, Glassboro, New Jersey. We got everything covered for you and I say, why are you wearing a Nebraska hat, man? They stink. So anyway, he says, hey, man, it's my school. So I didn't want to get into a confrontation with him. Mike was here. He's a big guy. He's loyal, unlike yourself. Exactly. You moved